Since everybody's panicked about losing their jobs, I thought I would post this video. I started working in the insurance industry in 1984. I then went to work in the IT industry in 1999. I actually survived the tech bubble in 2002. What I didn't do was survive the housing bubble in 2008. In fact, I was laid off of my job in late 2007 and did not get another job until late 2009, 2 years. At that time, I filed for unemployment, which really wasn't going to cover anything because I made a pretty good salary. However, I did not see my first unemployment check until 18 months later, a year and a half later. In that time, I lost my car, I lost my home, I lost everything, and I was homeless. They foreclosed on the house, and I stayed there until they basically told me I had to get out or I was going to go to jail. During that time, I applied for SNAP and got SNAP benefits. In fact, they took pity on me because there was a massive snowstorm and I walked down to the office, which technically wasn't open because of the snowstorm, but someone happened to be there and let me in and took pity on me and got me my SNAP card so I could eat. I'll be forever grateful for that woman. So fast forward 18 months, I get almost 18 months worth of unemployment, and I took it and bought a used Saturn. I lived in that Saturn until I found a job. And to get that job, since there were no jobs in Colorado Springs, which was the community I lived nearest, I actually told people that I lived in Denver when I was applying. I used the library for internet so I could send out resumes and things like that. Also, for those who think drugs and alcohol were involved, I've never drank, and the last time I got high was 1984. So I get my job after 2 years in late 2009 by telling them I lived in Denver, and then I built up enough money to get an apartment. I kept training and expanded my career, and I'm pretty much back. In fact, I'm well beyond where I was when I lost it all. I make a very good income. Also, since then, I've gotten married, and believe me, I wasn't homeless when I got married. That wouldn't have worked for my wife. So now I actually have another house in the mountains in the same community I lived in before. Nicer house, although I really wish it was closer to the forest. It's 100 yards away. I liked my old house, which was right on the border from Pike National Forest. Anyway, now I have homes in Colorado, Nevada, and a condo on the beach in Southern California. And yes, it's still there even with the floodwaters. Anyway, my point of telling you all this is you can survive anything. So just keep a good outlook, and as everything comes along, just work through it, and you will be fine. And I'm not saying that any of the things that happen to me that will happen to you, but no matter what happens, you will be fine, and you'll be the better for it. I'm certainly doing a hell of a lot better than I was doing in 2007. So